Facebook is testing a new dark mode and a redesigned UI for desktop users. The new design that Facebook alludes to includes dark mode, which can be enabled using the drop-down menu on the Settings tab. A new interface for desktops has been in the works for a while now, and it also comes with a tabbed home screen and a cleaner profile. Users will now be able to see a banner at the top of the homepage asking them whether they want in on the new Facebook. Also, Facebook says the application has added with a new efficient algorithm for faster loading images. The redesigned interface will become the default setting later this year. Recently, Facebook had released an update for the mobile version with the similar design changes. Also, WhatsApp earlier this month received the same dark feature. Available for humans, the coronavirus toilet paper calculator. Thanks to the crazy hoarding of toilet paper during the pandemic, Ben Sassoon and Sam Harris created this tool. The calculator has many options to estimate how long your toilet paper supply will last. To get a basic understanding, simply enter how many rolls you currently have and how many trips to the bathroom you make in a day. However, there are more advanced metrics in a calculator, including average number of wipes per trip, sheets per wipe, sheets on roll, people in household, and days of quarantine. You can stop the poop panicking and visit the site at howmuchtoiletpaper.com. Windows 10 reaches 10 billion users around the world and shows UI changes. They celebrated this posting a video on Instagram that showed the evolution of the Windows interface. While the changes seem superficially small, they help pull together the various changes Microsoft has been implementing since announcing Windows 10, and especially since revealing the Fluent UI design goals in 2017. We will expect to hear more about the upcoming UI changes during this Build 2020 event, which is being held online due to, you guessed it, Uber's former project leader pleads guilty to stealing from Google. Anthony Lewandowski was a leader engineer of the self-driving car project that's now known as Waymo until he left to form his own company, Otto, which Uber then acquired. The engineer at the center of it has agreed to plead guilty to one count of stealing materials from Google. A court already ruled that Lewandowski owes Google $179 million for violating his contract, and he has declared bankruptcy. Prosecutors said they will recommend a sentence of fewer than 30 months. Cardi B's Disease Instagram Post Remix tops pop charts. Last Wednesday, Cardi B posted a 46-second video on Instagram venting her frustrations and fears about the spread of the disease. At the end of the clip, she yells, "That disease is real. It's getting real." Over the weekend, iMarquis, a Brooklyn DJ who specializes in chopping up viral clips, got his hands on that soundbite and released a track simply called Like the Unmentionable Disease, a loop of Cardi's ranting set to a trap beat. It instantly took off, first breaking into the pop charts internationally in Bulgaria and Brazil over the weekend, before rising into the iTunes Store top 10 in the United States on Thursday afternoon. Cardi B and the DJ told that they will donate the earnings of the track to aid on the fight against the disease. The effects on the planet ecology because of the emergency. Wildlife that typically kept away from the Italian coast and Venice canals appears to have returned, thanks to a lack of tourism and docking cruise ships. A college shows footage of 2 dolphins swimming in an Italian port, as well as Venice Canal waters running clear for the first time in a long time, thanks to a decrease in water vehicle pollution. In Venice, the often murky canals recently began to get clearer, with fish visible on the water below. Italy's effort to limit the virus meant an absence of boat traffic on the city's famous waterways, and the changes happened quickly. This effect was first observed in China, where the satellite images released by NASA and the European Space Agency showed a dramatic reduction in nitrogen dioxide emissions, those released by vehicles, power plants, and industrial facilities. in major Chinese cities between January and February, the visible cloud of toxic gas hanging over industrial powerhouses almost disappeared. YouTube launches a dedicated disease news shelf. Google is adding a dedicated disease news shelf to YouTube to keep you informed about the outbreak. In a tweet, the company announced that the news section will reside on the homepage, will feature disease news from trusted sources. Also, to reach more people in an easier and effective manner, World Health Organization has launched an official channel on WhatsApp about the virus. Currently, this bot provides you with the latest numbers across the world related to the pandemic, tips and frequently asked questions on the disease, myths surrounding the virus, travel advice, and the latest news from the health organization. Instagram is working on self-disappearing messages. Instagram is all set to copy yet another Snapchat feature that has something to do with disappearing messages. A few days ago, we heard that WhatsApp is working on self-destructing messages copied from Telegram, and now a report states that Instagram too is trying to out the ephemeral text messaging feature. The feature was first discovered by reverse engineering specialist Jane Mang-Chun Wong. She found a code on Instagram Android app that was marked with a Speak No Evil emoji, whose real name is Iwasaru. Instagram confirmed Wong's discovery through a tweet. They wrote, "We are always exploring new features to improve your messaging experience. This feature is still on early development and not testing externally just yet." They, however, did not reveal when the feature will be out or will it ever make it out of the prototype phase, as most features that are spotted on the prototype phase are often not rolled out for users. Virtual Library in Minecraft gives a voice to censored journalists. Citizens can now receive their news by loading the game Minecraft and flipping through the virtual bookshelves of the uncensored library. Inside, you can find articles and information about journalists that are being censored in their own countries, said Robert Jan Blanc, senior interactive producer at the production company Media Monks, which helped build the library. The massive digital library, which contains more than 12.5 million Minecraft blocks and took 24 builders from 16 different countries over 250 hours to design and build, houses real articles written by 5 journalists from censored countries including Russia, Mexico, Egypt, Vietnam, and Saudi Arabia, providing unblocked news to readers through a savvy internet loophole. This is all this week. We also want to tell you that in this edition we limit the mentions of the outbreak in order to check how that affects us in the platform. Remember that we are still on beta stage. You can also watch us in YouTube and Instagram or listen us via Spotify. See you on the next episode. This is Rash for re.brevis.